Hey everyone, welcome back. So as you guys saw, I'm going to go ahead and show you a little haul that I got from Kimberz Kreations. Now you guys, as you can tell, I had a whole vibe when I was ordering. All the Mardi Gras colors just like stood out to me, and I was just excited to do a Mardi Gras mani. So that's what we're going to do today. So these are the 3 colors that I chose to use today. And you guys, I will be listing them down below in the description box, but I'm also using this new peel base from Kimberz Kreations. Right now, it is part of my nail holy grail kind of thing. I know a lot of girls been going crazy over like the UNT shortage, which by the way, I did see that it is back on Amazon, and it is also in my Amazon storefront in under, I believe, the nail essentials. So if you don't want to go ahead and change it up from UNT, it is available right now, again, on Amazon. Grab yourself a couple bottles just in case for backups. But you guys, honestly, the Kimberz Kreations peel base is literally the closest dupe I have found. And that's what I've been wearing. I do 2 full coats just like my UNT, and it pops off like real easily. All right, so let's get back to the mani. So you guys, like I said, I had a whole vibe when I was like purchasing these. And honestly, you guys, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, you guys, in the comments, but I think that the Mardi Gras this year, like the celebration starts technically March 1st. I actually never been to a Mardi Gras celebration. Have any of you guys? That was like literally one of my goals when I was younger, to like go and just party and eat all the good foods. Nowadays I'm just like, let me just chat with my girls on FaceTime and do my nails kind of thing. That's my type of celebration nowadays. But for real, honestly, I think it does start on March 1st this year. If you are going to go ahead and party, just make sure you do it safely. And of course, make sure your nails are done for the celebration. All right, you guys, so for this mani, just to give you a heads up, I am using my Vivid Glam Co liquids. I actually ran out of my Kimberz base, and I didn't even realize it. And you know what's weird? I actually ordered extra bottles because of it, because, you know, I do so many manis. And I guess I still ran out. I mean, unless it's like hiding from me. Do you guys do that too? Like when you organize your things, you like misplace them or put them somewhere else and you think you're out, and then when you organize again, you all of a sudden find all the things that you couldn't find before. Legit, that happens to me all the time, especially for my liquids, because the liquid stand that I have, they're not all together in one area of my like nail space. So all of a sudden I find like 10 liquids I haven't used before. Like, it's crazy. All right, you guys, so let's go ahead and talk about this green. So I have not owned any type of green like this color in my collection for any brand at all. I don't know what it is about this green, but I just fell in love with it. I think it's the undertone of like, maybe, I don't know, maybe there's an undertone of blue in there or something, because like I said, I don't own a green like this. And obviously you guys can tell it doesn't stain. I love colors that don't stain, like hallelujah, no extra cleaning. But I think this green honestly will look good on any skin tone, whether you're like fair or darker skin tone. This is a good green. So I would suggest you guys get this green either for like Mardi Gras, St. Patty's, or even just pick it up and get it ready for like your Christmas manis. This is a bomb green. I love this shade. Now you guys, the cuticle cleanup tool, I also got it from Kimberz Kreations, and it is still available on her website. So if you guys don't already have one of these, this tool is a must-have when you're doing your manis. It just makes it so much easier to like clean that cuticle area and kind of get it more crisp right before you start filing and buffing. So yeah, I definitely would recommend you guys getting one of these cuticle tools. All right, you guys, so on to the next color. So this one is a purple shade, but inside of it, it has flakes in it. Now, it's not abundantly amount of flakes in it, which is fine. I like that about it. It's actually really different. That's why I chose it. But it does have flakes where it's like kind of like sparse between the dip. And because of that, I am going to be doing a clear cap over it. So I'm only going to be doing 2 dips of this color. I do bring it fairly close to my cuticle area for my first dip. I started doing it like this because I just feel like it looks better, and then I like to clear cap it so I don't like, you know, mess up the flakes, or when I do glitters, mess up glitters. So I use my Dipped in Chaos, and I'm actually going to go ahead and just lay my finger. I like to use my Dipped in Chaos or like a cupcake liner and lay my finger when I have like glitters or flakes in it. I think that the colors actually lay better on the nail, and they're also lay more flat because you're actually laying your nail onto it instead of like doing a pour over and dipping into it. Now I'm going to go ahead and shake my Dipped in Chaos just to bring up those little flakes a little bit more. Again, it's throughout the dip, so it's not a lot of flakes into it, but if you want it to show up on your nail, just make sure you give it a little shake so those can rise up to the top, and then you can go ahead and lay your finger down into the dip again. All right, now that the middle finger's done, we're gonna go ahead and move on to the thumb. I'm gonna go ahead and just basically repeat the process. So I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys watch, and then I'll pop back in right before we go ahead and get started with our last color. All right, you guys, so on to my most favorite color out of the entire haul that I bought. Now, this is called Mystic. So this one actually has like teal colors in it. The camera is kind of like washing it out a little bit because, you know, of the ring light and things like that. But yeah, it has like little teals in it. It has the purples, it has the greens, you know, the classic Mardi Gras colors. But you guys, it's so pretty and it's so pigmented. Like, watch when I do my first dip, it's insane. Oh my gosh, seriously, look how pretty. So I am going to go ahead and use my finger to pat it down before I go in with my cuticle cleaner, just because I want to make sure that because this has a lot of flakes in it, you guys, I want to make sure that everything stays on in its place. And I am going to go ahead and lightly dust this too. Now remember, you guys, you want to go ahead and make sure that you dust your nail off very lightly or with a light hand, because since you're working with flakes and they're very sensitive, they can actually kind of like break apart and they won't have that flake effect once you're done with your mani. They look like they start breaking up into like smaller pieces. So if you want to go ahead and keep those bigger, chunkier flake pieces, again, make sure you press them down with your finger and then lightly dust at the end. Now you guys, I'm actually going to go ahead and repeat the process on my pinky. I'm going to go ahead and let you guys watch, and then I'm going to pop back in when we clear cap. Now just a heads up, you guys, I did my nails before I had to pick up my daughter from school. So I actually filed and buffed in the car while I was waiting for her. So yeah, because of the magic of YouTube, I'm going to come back with filed nails. Alright you guys, so today's clear, I'm actually using the one from Triple D. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put some dip base on all of the nails that need it. So basically all of them except for my ring finger. I'm going to go ahead and just do only one layer of this and then just dunk my hand right into the clear. I'm going to try actually lay my finger down into the clear. And then after that, I'm going to go ahead and activate all of my nails. Alright, so here goes the magic of YouTube, and bam, nice filed and buffed. So anyways, we're going to go ahead and activate one more time, and this layer doesn't have to be as generous as the first one, but we're going to go ahead and let it sit for about a minute or so. Once I do that, I'm going to get a alcohol wipe, and I'm going to go ahead and just clean off any excess activator that I have left on my nail, and this is just to prevent my dip top coat brush from like hardening or getting contaminated. So we're gonna go ahead and go in with our first layer. Now you guys, make sure that your layers are nice and thin. Also, my number one like tip is to make sure you clean that brush before you return it to that bottle. Again, this is also preventing your bottle liquids to get like contaminated or your brush from hardening. Like, this is a very important step. So again, we're going to go ahead and make sure that our layers are nice and thin. I want to make sure that I'm doing the least amount of strokes possible because you don't want any streaks left behind. So that's very important. Now, usually by the time I get to my pinky, my nails start to look kind of not as smooth, kind of like rough. If you can tell, it still looks kind of textured. This is when your nails are ready for the second layer. Now, I did speed this up for you guys, but it's the same concept. For my girls who like to wear their nails a little bit longer for about 2 to 3 weeks, this is when you want to go ahead and clear cap your free edge, because this is also helping from the front of your nail from lifting. So make sure you do that at this step. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and go in with some cuticle oil. Now, you guys, you don't have to do this, but I highly recommend it because we did do a lot to our hands, and I'm just basically putting hydration back into my hands and my cuticle area. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Today we're using Scales of a Mermaid. All right, you guys, and this is our final result. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I love this mani. The glitter is, oh my gosh, it's so good. I love it. Make sure you guys subscribe and comment down below, and I'll see you later. Bye, you guys.